need some sound set up. Road and they're so dang loud. Hey lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Amity Gilmour and this is my life. Today we're doing a day in the life of a recording artist working from home. So first thing I want to mention, it's 12 o'clock. So I woke up late. Let's get to work. First, coffee. So now I'm just going to do my devotions. I'm not going to film it because this is just my time with God, so I'll report back later. Hey, I finished it up and I realized there is something I want to share. I've been learning a lot through church and what they're teaching and also through his word. So I'm looking through the book of Galatians, and something I just want to share because it just hit me is the fact that if Paul was to write a letter to the church, particularly probably in Australia and maybe other countries too today, how similar I feel like it would be to the writings of Galatians, because culturally in Australia, maybe not so now, it is changing, but particularly in the last 20, 30, 40 years, Christianity has been based around this thing called moralism. And moralism is not Christianity. Moralism says you need to do right to get to heaven, whereas Christ says we're justified through the gift of grace and our faith in Christ, and that good works follow. I did grow up thinking that if I did something wrong, God would never love me anymore and that I wasn't a good enough Christian, but that just really isn't the case. The case is the fact that if we were to live by doing the right thing, we all would never be saved because we just cannot do the right thing all the time. And that is why Christ had to die. So he died so that if we believe in him, it's through grace, which is an undeserved gift, that we can come to be with him. And that is what gets us to heaven, not our good works. Our good works follow us to heaven. They don't get us there. That is a quote by Martin Luther King, and it is a quote that one of my friends shared with me yesterday. That was like, that's so cool. So I just thought I would share that little gem. But now it's time to do some emails, so I'm gonna go ahead and get those done. Change of plans. We're going to duck down to Bunnings because I'm gonna start doing vocal recordings today for next year's releases. I need some sound set up. I've been told how to do it, so I'm gonna go and set that up. It's raining. I'm back, and just a little story time. There is this guy that lives near me that keeps trying to ask me if I need a lift every time he comes past. I get that he could have the right intentions, but I'm not gonna risk it, and I'm always like, no, it's fine, I'm exercising. But he's so pushy, and as I'm walking back, he's like, come in. I'm like, no. So he went off, and then when I about to walk past his house, he was at the front waiting for me. So I just took a turn to get to my house a different way. It's one of those things where he could really have the best intentions, but I'm just not risking it. Because the likelihood that he doesn't have the best intentions is very high. So girls, if you learn something from this video, let one of those things be, don't get in the car with a stranger. It doesn't matter how nice you think they are, just don't do it. Bye. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm making a soundproof little box. So let's do this. I question why I feel that I'm the one to blame, yet it would seem that there are those who feel the same. And though I don't know why the healing never shopping and cutting all these things. This is part of what it looks like, but it is so hot today. It's probably like 30 degrees or something. Maybe not, but the humidity is definitely up in the 90s, and I'm just feeling very shaky, very weak, very sick now that I've just been cutting for like a whole heap of time. I think I'm gonna get this block done, and I'm gonna take a break and do emails just to take a breather, because I am starting to feel pretty sick and I just don't have that much energy these days. So we'll finish this one of the sides and then we'll like carry on. If you're gonna make a vocal booth box, just know that this is the cheapest way to do it, but also know, do not do it on a 40-degree day when the humidity is 90+%. I literally can feel myself getting so weak. Anyway, bye. Okay, so now the box is all done. Well, the soundproofing is done, part of it. It's going to be like an insulation sort of soundproofing, and then I have these sheets that I can no longer use because, for those that don't know, I have a feeding tube, and sometimes my feeding tube leaks when I sleep, and so some of this is non-reusable, but some of it is, and I'm gonna be the only one that's going in that soundproof thing, so I'm gonna use this as the overlay to sandwich this all together. Been waiting on a miracle, but ain't it something cynical? I've been told the pain is on me, but what if pain is just a part of life and not as me because it's trapped? But yeah, go say I just need the faith that was true, then I'd be healing. I've secured this in place and we've made the box now. I just gotta figure out how to put it on top of the microphone. Before I place it on top of the microphone, this is gonna be where I'm doing a lot of my recording, and at the moment, as you can see, it is so messy. So I'm gonna give this a bit of a clean out before we do anything else. This was actually a gift bag from all of the gifts I got while I was in hospital a couple of weeks ago. I was keeping it in there. I forgot about it. I am so good at remembering, but it's just no. If you saw my pain, would you love me the same way? So after all that, it did not work. There was no way it was gonna stay up. It's just how it is. So that soundproofing I'll probably keep in here just in case one day I find out a way to keep it up above the microphone. Other than that, this little cave of wonders will have to do. So I'm gonna do some sound tapes. After all that, I'm gonna have to try and work something out with the box, because I just can't in there. I can hear the vehicles on the road and they're so dang loud. So I'm gonna try and do some stuff a bit behind. I think because it's peak hour, it's just not gonna work out. So I'm gonna come back tonight and see if that makes a difference. I might stay up late. It is Friday night. We'll see if I can get some vocal tracking in very late. Maybe 10 o'clock might be a better time to do vocal tracking. So we'll see. So I've also decided to try option number 2. Option number 2 is there's a networking page for Christian musicians in Australia, and I just put out a thing saying, hey, anyone in Sydney with a home studio or a studio, I'd be able to do a session. Happy to pay for time. So fun times. I'm so tired. I just had a little snack for dinner and now I'm literally just chilling, watching some TV and doing an embroidery. I've been feeling pretty sick today, so I'm surprised I was able to eat a little snack for dinner, but it was just little. I couldn't really have much, so just chilling. And then hopefully at 10 o'clock we'll try and record. I kid you not, it is 10 o'clock and there are still cars hooting outside. It is so loud. It's 10 o'clock. I think because it's a Friday night and everybody's going out doing whatever. And so I think Friday nights, note to self, and it's not a good time to do this. Just like I've looked at the traffic cameras as well for right out there, and the amount of cars that are there. Like, it's not just a couple of cars, so many cars. Everybody's out tonight, which makes sense because it's Friday night, so I'm gonna have to keep that into account next time. My hope is that traffic will calm down probably in half an hour. If not, I'm going to have to redo this another day. Sorry, I'm just playing with my hair. But I'm gonna have a shower. If by the time I've had a shower, traffic has not calmed down, and that's just how it'll be. It's midnight and the cars are still going. So I think I've learnt my lesson. Friday nights is not a good night for recording. I'm gonna try and do a track anyway because it's still a bit quieter. So once upon a time, girl population, I fell in love. Once upon. After all that, my voice isn't even good enough to record with because it's too croaky today. I did wake up and I could barely talk when I first woke up, and then yesterday it was also really croaky. My voice is just not in a good condition at the moment. So unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to hold off. My voice isn't in the best condition. I've got a lot of phlegm at the moment. This is just an ongoing issue I have with my voice. I get phlegm sometimes, a lot of it, and so it just gets very croaky, and you can probably hear it right now. Also, if I sing too much, it happens. I don't know, it's just, I don't warm up either, so I really should do that. That would help. But that's the end of this video. I hope you liked it. Sorry for being complaining in the end. I get really annoyed when I can't do the plans that I've planned to do on that particular day, but that's why you shouldn't really make plans that you are going to be upset if they don't happen, because it's just life. But that is today's video. I hope you liked it, or yesterday's video now because it's 12 or 1 a.m. I hope you liked it. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and if you liked it even more, don't forget to click that subscribe button. You can also follow me over my Instagram at Amity Gilmour. Love you guys. God bless.
Yeah, go say I just need the faith that that was true, then I'll be healed. If that was true, then I'll be